Are we live?
Believe we are.
You need to let us know. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Meta HSE yet again. My name's Chris, being joined by Gex as always. And well, we begin at the playoffs bracket for the national stage now. And our first and only game on broadcast today will be New Zealand team in Macleans taking on YBG SPUDS from Victoria.
Yeah, a bit of an exciting one. Actually, a rematch from last weekend as well. Macleans and Spuds have met each other up before. It didn't fare so well for the Spuds then, but they gave them a really good fight. And I get the feeling that the Spuds have really been pushing themselves, so I'm keen to see if they can do that little bit more and take a game from Macleans this time around.
Yeah, definitely. It was a 3-0 victory to Maclean's, but YVG definitely did have a fair few good moments
Hmm.
in that. Well, excuse me, in that series. So yeah, this could definitely be a little bit closer than what we saw last time. But at the same time, Maclean's they really had that ability to really lift, especially in those final minutes
Hmm.
when they were down, and not always able just to pull off what seemed to be a very, very unlikely win in most of their
Yeah,
series, notwithstanding the Carrying Bar series, that is.
Yeah, of course. And like you said, it was that 3-0 sweep, but what wasn't last weekend? Every single series was a 3-0 sweep, but and this is no exception to the series between Maclean's and Spuds. Almost every match was close. Despite it being a 3-0 sweep, every single match came down to maybe one or two goals, generally speaking, with very few exceptions. So, like I'm saying, just seeing that little bit more push from the Spuds, if they've been really practicing, if they've been on their game, getting into this and making sure they're prepared for this matchup a second time, we may see something different out of them. I don't think that Spuds are going to be able to take down Maclean's here. It's a big ask for them, but I would like to see them take a game.
And that's definitely within their wheelhouse here. I think this
Mm,
will probably be a 3-1 victory to McLean's, all things considered. They are looking like a very good team from what we've seen last weekend,
mm.
and it does feel more than likely that they might be one of the teams that make it to the grand final. But saying that, you know what Yarra Valley can do? I feel like they're a little bit unlucky in some of their games. So
Mm.
let's see how they go with their second time around against McLean's. And just if anyone else is wondering before we start off, this is a double Elam bracket if I'm not mistaken. I'll be corrected very shortly if I am. So this is only the first round. So if any of these teams do lose, they have one more chance to run the gauntlet down below and lowers. Anyways, the kickoff's off and we are away here in this upper semi-final match between YBG and McLaren. McLean, sorry.
Already seeing Maclean's already start up big mechanics out of these guys. We know that they are incredible individual players here as well. So looking for big plays out of each of them and a lot of movement on the field once they have possession. But already Spuds pushing back, gaining that possession back here. A bit of a miss by Whale. Will need them to take possession back into their own half, but they are doing so now. Whale onto that side wall. Pistachio, a bit of a miss there. Big flick up, will not get it past Lev, and now Whale will head back. Lev across to that side again. Whale up, down into the midfield. Oshent upfield. Big long field shot, but not really any risk yet. It seems like both teams really just trying to feel each other out at this point.
Yeah, early possession mostly over to YVG, but yeah, definitely feels more like a feeling out sort of start here in this opening game in this best of 5. So yeah, it's still anyone's game here. Brando has a nice little break to work with, but Pistachio's already made the rotation back to get the early save going there. Well, trying to push through, but nice all through from Pistachio, but Lepine will send it straight back into the midfield here. And well, this could really turn into a battle of the midfield here because in the last series these two played against each other, that was all but dominated by McLean. So What we are seeing early on here, it's good to see YVG battling a bit more here, but that demo might just open up the floodgates here. Sasha just not in position, however, to convert from Macleans, and they'll allow Whale to clear out. Lepine with the follow-through, gets a demo as well. This could be the opening goal to the Victorians, but Lev is able to disrupt Brando.
Just to clarify, though, that double elimination information is a little bit old. It is actually a round robin here that we're looking at. So each team facing off against each other. And yeah, just looking for the top 4 teams to send into that grand final. Whenever that comes along, almost a block by Oshan, but Whale will put it away.
Yeah, Whale has got a nice goal there, perfectly set up by Lepine. Sharpened so darn close to getting the save, but yeah, that is a very good way for the Victorians to kick off here. They get the opening lead, and now it's up to Macleans to try and respond. And well, there we are. Pistachio immediately gets it off the kickoff as the defenders just caught in the corner.
Yeah, almost hard not to even up there. A little bit of an open goal opportunity. Nobody moving in that far corner, wondering if there might have been some issues there even, but at the very least, issues in communication, and it will be an even game very, very quickly. Early demo there on Lev. They know who they're targeting here, Lev being that SSL, probably the highest ranked player in the competition right now. They really want to eliminate him as a threat early on.
Indeed, as Lepine's able to get the save, well, able to clear out, and yeah, we'll just confirm the clarification. The top 4 is now round robin, top 2 will make it to the grand finals. That was changed, so my apologies for not being up to date in that respect. Anyways, 2 minutes remaining now. Pistachio being set up nicely by his teammate in Lev, but just unable to convert. Lev, though, coming in for the second dose, tries to waterfall it down, might be set up for Pistachio, but Lepine just taps it on top. Sharpen shoots it wide, as Brando now looks to try and carry out the ball. Can he maybe go for a solo play here? No, Lev able to block it off. Brando now looks to the corner. Whale can't get a clean touch, and that ball is looking very dangerous for Lev here. Brando needs to scamper back. Lev unable to convert. He hits the top corner.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was really trying that hard to get down that angle there. We've seen him get tougher angles than that. Whale, a good clear out for Lepine there to continue that downfield. They have possession now. We'll let that go to Brando, level 50. It will go away to Whale, though. Good opportunity now for Spuds if they can get these 50s right, but this one might go away to Pistachio. Another 50 wins, though, as it goes to the backboard. Lev will clear downfield, though. It's a long driven ball there, but not on target. Might have actually been a free goal away for them there, but with less than a minute now against the Spuds backboard, Osham tries to slow that down in front of the play, but Whale will have to continue this upfield now. Lev on the backboard actually gets a miss. This is off crossbar. A great angle from Lepine will finish it off. And with 36 seconds, that might just win this first game.
And that was a huge counter-attack there from YVG. Well, so unfortunate not to get the conversion, but Lepine follows through perfectly. Knew that the defenders were in all sorts. And with that, that's YVG in the lead with 35 seconds remaining here. But now they need to keep their defense strong, because this is where Lev, Sharpen, and Pistachio are going to go huge. They are wanting to go to OT and get yet another overtime win over their opponents here. Remember, game 1 in the series during the top 6 stage, went to not round robin, and went to an overtime as well, where Maclean was able to pick up that game. Let's see if they can repeat the dose here, but they are running out of time. 8 seconds remaining. Lev looking to try and find something. Maclean playing harasser here, really disrupting their flow. Lev, one last chance. Pistachio shoots, deflected wide into the corner. Lepine grinds it into the ground, and that will be YVG picking up game number 1.
I said I was looking forward to see them taking even one game. They've done so early here. And a really key thing for the mentality of this team alone, it may push them to more wins in this series. Still think that it's going to be a very tough beat on Macleans here, but you know what? It's been done. It's been pulled off. Macleans has been beaten in the competition once already, and Macleans might be beaten the second time if Spuds can roll off that one.
Indeed, Maclean's obviously being defeated by Caringbah 3-0 in the top 6 stage to be moved down into second seed as one of the players have disconnected here, but Lepine has just returned in time, so no remake of the lobby. We can continue on with game number 2. And once again, YVG looking to try and get some of that early pressure here. Lepine really looking to try and find something, but Whale has been demoed by Lev, so I'll just leave Brando up by himself in the attacking third. Lepine keeps it in an attacking position here, but Lev will eventually get a clear out here. Lepine, though, goes high into the skies. He's definitely lifting after what could have been, what was a little bit of a lackluster performance a few weekends ago in the top 6 stage, but from what we've seen so far from Lepine and really from everyone else on this YVG lineup, they have definitely lifted to what we saw, especially, well, just from my recollection, the series against OACC in the Victoria finals.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Spuds are doing very well right now. And like I was talking about, that mentality really helping them out right now. And resulting in a goal. Lepine off target, though, this time. Brando will bring that back. I'm actually surprised Lepine missed that with the extraordinary angle he got on that game-winning goal before. Just
that quick rotation might have just caught him out there as Brando is able to get his say after being cruelly blocked off at the other side of the field. Well, puts it into a dangerous spot, but Lepine able to follow through and just clear it out danger for a brief moment's time. Lev now back on it to attack Pistachio, though. Wins a nice 50, puts it into the corner, but Brando once again already there. Nice demo from Wow, but could it be for naught? Brando having to clear it out here. A little bit of a bump from his teammate there. Lepine should have just held position, but now they'll open it up for Macleans. Lev leaves this to Pistachio. Lepine now to boost. Whale now looking to try and find something. Picks up the corner. But what can they do here? They need to try and clear out the ball now here. Lepine has a nice little break to work with here. Going to go for the solo play. He has Brandon underneath as well. Sharpen though. Nice clear. Well follow through. Where's Brandon? Won't be able to get to it in time. Lev with the clear.
Yeah, Brando just a little too late on that. Maybe a little low on boost there. I've got to talk about Wales last time. No, Brando's the one to get the touch now. Great little shot and a huge beat to get them up in this game here. Second game in the series, and YVG Spuds continuing their lead.
Yeah, nice goal there from the man rocking the Toru profile picture there from a very good anime, if I do say so myself, but that's a little bit of a tangent we won't go into, especially since we only got one series today. But anyways, this is what we wanted to see from YVG last time these two teams played together, controlling the ball and controlling the pace. But that's what we saw the last time as well. Lev just getting open opportunities and finding the equalizers.
I mean, one of the defining factors of Spuds has actually been good rotation. I mean, they work together and find each other quite well. Macleans are very individual plays. Not that they don't work well together as a team, but that's where Spuds has the advantage when they get any. To see a goal like that is a little bit disappointing, but you know, it is Lev with those runaway goals. He's just so fast that it's a tough beat. Whale nearly reading Osham. Another incredible angle out of Lepine to nearly score that one away. Nice little touch out of Brando there. Will set it up again, but nobody with boost to be able to back that up. They've all gone back for boost. Set up again, and Whale finished it himself this time.
Yeah, Whale just comes flying through after Brando getting demoed at the halfway line. Pretty much forces 50 there with Pistachio, and Pistachio just stays a bit too low, and that opens up the net for Whale. So YVG turning the tables here over the Kiwis from their last series in the top 6 stage. A sharp and great of a shot there. Whale looking for a possible brace here. Can he find Brando? No, he won't. Pistachio able to clear it out this time around. Lepine having to tap it back. Brando, not a bad pinch off the wall, all things considered. He's actually going to set it up. That is an open net. Can he find it? No, Pistachio in position there for the clear. Whale now looking for a slow setup, but Pistachio once again punts it away. Lev follows through, gets bumped off afterwards, but Lepine should be able to get the save here. YVG just need to hold in defense here, but as long as they don't give up too many cheap rotations, they are in a pretty good position to go 2-0 up.
I'm liking the confidence here out of Lapine in particular here, really going for dunks and everything. And it's been 50-50s that have won this largely. What a save from Whale. It's got to be in, though, and Oshamp will be the one to make sure it happens, putting it away off. Some great defense there from YVD Spuds, but an onslaught of an attack by Macleans.
Yeah, Whale doing a lot of good stuff there in front of the net, but eventually he just ran out of boost and ran out of time. A sharpened last man in, able to get the goal there as Brando. This could be a nice 50, sends it a touch too high. Finds a crossbar for the second time in a row here. Lapine now looks to follow through. Brando gets it centered. Lev's already there though to clear it out. Brando once again goes to the skies. Gets it to Well. 1-2 back. Gets demoed. Where's his teammate? Looks like Lapine was back for boost here as Sharpen flicks around and it's going to go for a break. Unable to capitalize on it. However, as we get close to the final 45 seconds here, Sharpen, can he get the redirect? No, he can't. He sends it high as well. Lapine follows through with a wide attempt of his own. Well now on a bit of a break. Sharpen gets beaten out. Pistachio is there to play back up, however. Lapino, nice booming clear onto the backboard. Lev now has to clear it out, won't be able to. Brando coming in, the pinch has failed there. Turned into a double commit, 20 seconds remaining here. What can Maclean do? And they pull off the game 2 victory in the death. Doesn't look like it at the moment. Pistachio able to get the clear into the corner, however, that was actually technically saved, but anyway, so Lev, 8 seconds remaining now. One last chance here for Maclean. Can they find it at the buzzer? Opportunity here, Sharpen up. Pistachio follows through. Lev, final touch. It's in. They beat the buzzer, and Maclean's tie the series.
And Lev actually did a lot of the work here to get this opening as well. Went for a bump there and forced the lack of save to push that away from goal to really mean that he could come back at that and have that shot with that opening available to him. Did a lot of work to make sure that happened and got to finish it himself, so very rewarding for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, that was good stuff there from Leb. Opening up that passage of play from the 8 second to go marker there, was able to keep it going with the help of all his teammates, and that has just led to Maclean's tying the series up at 1-1 after game 2. Something else to point out here, Pistachio, all 3 assists coming from him here, and he actually did I actually thought he did quite well in that series, apart from that little transgression from the net, but yeah, in the midfield and in attack, he was definitely a very, very reliable third man in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it is nice to see Lev be able to take that back position. Not necessarily because that's the way we want to see him, but it does show that he has the flexibility to adjust his gameplay to what's needed. And that's really, really good, particularly when I'm sure, that SSL tag doesn't come from playing necessarily even with the same teammates. So being able to fit into positions that maybe he doesn't take up when he's just playing ranked is definitely a good display of how well-rounded this player is. Now Whale, though, trying to show it himself, doesn't quite get that downward angle that he needs. The dunk isn't available to him. Lapine, way to the corner, will get it to Brando as Whale turns on that one. Nearly gets a bump on Oshamp. Will get passed out again. Whale this time on the aggression. Gets a demo away, opening up opportunities here, but it will need to be recentered. In comes Whale, a little late on that one. Both defenders back, though, as they do lose control of that. They will get it back on their own side quite easily. Brando, way to that side, going to get under this now, but it's just a lot of contest on this ball, really. Not even right in front of goal, but, all across the field. There's a lot of stagnant time where this ball is just going to be floating there because there is so much contest, making so many awkward periods of play right now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Well will not get the goal there. Lapine will get the goal. Just really interrupts the point I was about to make. We'll get back to that a little later, but Lapine well set up there from Brando. He goes straight for that bottom right corner. I think he might have been watching Australia v China this morning, looking at that goal, and the second one scored by, I think it was Sulto if I remember it correctly, but yeah, that was a very nice goal there from Lapine. And what I was about to say was a lot of that's come from this very aggressive, well, a lot of the dead ball we've seen so far has come from a fairly aggressive playstyle, especially from someone like Whale, who's already had about 2 demos and 3 bumps. As, oh, how's that not gone in? A Sharpen, he can't follow through, but Lev, once again, last man in, and he will pick up another equalizer.
Oshan really did try hard to get up high enough to get that spike down, but might have been out of boost there, I think. It did come down well enough to be put away by Lev in the end, sorry. And, yeah, I mean, they've evened it up, but there's just not as much confidence out of Macleans right now, and that's what nearly finishes it off the crossbar. That's barely off. That is one of the most incredible misses I have seen.
God, if that went in, you put that in your highlight reel immediately. But if you're Pistachio, well, you put that in anyways because that was a very, very good save. Denied what could have been an absolute blinder of a goal. And, well, that means this game's still equal at 1-1 here. Brando sends it a little bit too wide for that play, and also touch slot as well. Lapine able to get a nice little tap to Whale. Brando not really in position, so Whale follow through. Takes out the touch to Sharpen, able to block it away. Brando, I actually think he went for it there. So the fences are just currently lessened out here for YVG, but eventually they all get back into position, and Whale now going for a 1-2 for himself. Can he get off the backboard? Yes, he can! Under the crossbar, and YVG back in the lead.
Yeah, Whale chasing that up well. He keeps setting these up for himself. It was a good pass in by Brando. Again, another win out of that 50, but the read off the crossbar, finally that spike goes well for somebody, and it had to be Whale.
Yes, it was. Whale has perfectly set that game up, or that goal up there. Not game, that's still about 2 minutes, 15 seconds remaining on that one here, as Brando now looks for an opportunity to clear out here. Pistachio in a dangerous position, but Whale will get the save here. YVG, they're not fully controlling the midfield here, but it's definitely a lot more than we have seen in previous series. This is really something I'm enjoying seeing from Victorians at the moment. And, well, it is putting them in a very good spot here. The lead in their hands with 1:50 remaining. Opportunity now for Lapine to get the security goal. He sends it to the bottom left, but is unable to convert that one here. Pistachio now tries to follow through, but Whale able to pick up the ball immediately here. He goes to the 1-2 for himself again, but Lapine will be able to pick up that cleared play. Lev gets it to Brando. Slow play, but this could just work out. Pistachio, though, well placed to the save. Lapine looking for a setup to Whale, and is that it? No, it's not. Lev able to get just another clear out in time here. Brando with the rotation back. He's able to keep it in attack.
And you know, they're just holding on to this lead right now, but that's what they need to take this series back out of even hands. Lapine, a good save there as well. Gonna keep that going, gets it around 1. Has very little boost to work with, will put that down. Almost actually puts himself into a good position for the read even without boost as he drops down for that, but does go back to his own side eventually. Oshamp, the one to be chasing this now. Doesn't get the center, but Pistachio is available. Lapine, good chase on this again. You can really see the practice these guys are putting in, but that's a good shot by Lev. Gonna even it up with 40 seconds left. That is a crucial goal.
And a beautiful way to pick up the brace as well for Lev. Sets it all up himself, and he puts it in a very, very hard saving spot there. Brando unable to react in time. And that ball sails into the net. With 40 seconds remaining, we're back even here in this game. Lapine looking to try and bump Lev off the play. He's able to do it very succinctly there. Whale sets it up in the midfield, but Lev already there. Looking for some revenge. Brando puts up in a tough spot, but Lapine, nice little punch away there to clear it out. Danger for the moment. Well, shoots it across the face of the net. Brando eventually clears it out. Gets it behind Pistachio, but Lev is there for the play. Brando goes to the walls. Looking for a second touch, maybe, but Pistachio interrupts here. Brando looks for something as time ticks down here. Sets up Lapine possibly, but Pistachio would clear it out. Whale looks for the wall. Overtime is starting to beckon. He has... The time will tick down here. Will Whale go for it? Yes, he will. He looks for a chance, but Lev just puts it into the wall, onto Terra Firma, and into overtime we go.
Yeah, saved that 0-second goal there as well. It was struck so well, and really quite good accuracy there. Placement was... But Lev puts it away so quickly. No overtime for you, he says, and takes it away from them in only 9 seconds.
And that all comes from Brando and Whale colliding. If Whale wasn't there, Brando gets the save. That is so unfortunate for YVG to end that game. And that just means now they need to win the next two if they want to take out the series. Macleans with a Lev hat-trick. Pick up game number 3, 1 away from series victory.
And what a strike to finish that by Lev as well. Not only was it good targeting just to place it that close to the crossbar, but he had to do it. He had no other option. It was covered anywhere below that, so really threading the needle to get that one home and win that game for them. An incredible game-winning goal there at such high speed from them, and that's what Macleans does well. They play this at their speed, which is very high. Spuds have been taking that away from them. They've been, when they have possession of that ball, and they were doing it even moving to that 0-second point, keeping their heads on their shoulders and keeping the speed low. But as soon as Macleans got it back, really accelerated it very, very quickly, and that high-speed goal to finish it just really summarizes the way these guys play. Now, it's going to have to be a high-speed one from Spuds, though, as they try and get this early goal here. It's going to get taken away. Lev pushing it back downfield. It's almost an open opportunity. Lapine gets demoed away. There might still be one, but Pistachio goes for the setup rather than the shot himself.
Opportunity here for a sharpen, but Lapine able to get the save there. Lev unable to get the touch so well to just put it into the corner here. It's going to look for a clear out as well. He actually has an open net, but Lev, the SSL, able to make the rotation back yet again. But Lapine, can he find it? Yes, he can! That is a goal and a half there from Lapine to open up the account in game 4.
Yeah, Lapine doing very, very well there. Getting, again, that 50
control.
Win, but on the wall as well. And yeah, control, just really, really kept that under wraps the whole way down. Gets it off the wall and in. Incredible little play there.
That was definitely a very, very incredible play as Lev now looks for a response, but won't get it at the moment. Ball just locked into that right-hand corner. Whale will get the clear, but Lev actually gets a demo there. A little bit surprised. Thought Whale would have been able to give the demo out, but that's how it goes. It's Pistachio, looks to the corner, but will be denied by the sidebar. Lapine and Whale now just wait on the side, looking for something to work with. Brando just comes flying through. Pistachio, easy save, but Brando, nice bit of play just to lock the ball in front of the net. Lapine, oh, Lev, just that little touch just interrupts his positioning and denies Lapine another goal. As we're past the 90 seconds here, Whale, nice control, forces Pistachio into a little bit of versus action there, but the save will eventually come through. Brando looking to keep it locked into the attacking third, gets the first touch here. A sharpened no, able to clear it out of danger for the moment, but Lapine immediately sends it onto the backboard. Lev gets a touch, but not a strong touch here. Brando misses out on the opportunity, however. Lev now on a break. He only has a 50 with Whale. Can Whale save it? Yes, he can. Follows through from the teammates. Won't need too much there for Macleans, and this could have been a break there for them to capitalize on here, YVG, but the defenses from Macleans able to get back up in time.
Brando does interrupt that, and it is still these challenges coming out of YVG Spuds that are winning them these plays. It's incredibly reliable for them right now, but that's not good. It's going to get away from them. Brando gets back just in time. Does he get a second? He does. Takes it away from Pistachio and eliminates the immediate threat at the very least. That was a close one. Lev with the flip reset. Nearly gets it past, but Whale, last man, does get it away. And shot from Oshamp as well. The setups are all over the place. Macleans is firing on target, but it gets away. Now 50 again, going the way of Spuds. Will go to the backboard, the blue side this time, as a double commit does finally get the ball clear again for Macleans. They need to set up aggression again, though, and it's just being denied from them over and over again at the moment.
And that denial could have led to another goal, but Lev able to get the save this time around. Well, has been bumped off that play early on, so he can't do too much there. Brando should get the save in, nicely done onto the backboard. And yeah, YVG just denying a lot of this pressure from their Kiwi opponents as Lev. The 1-2, how do you do, Lev? That was a nice little goal, if I do say so myself. Just look at this control. Gets the first touch, gets it past Brando, then just gets it in under the crossbar. You can see why this man's he's in SSL, and you can see why he is apparently such a one-Scott as well, according to the chat.
Yeah, did I just read something about top 30 OCE?
Yeah, I think I saw that as well.
Stat. Yeah, you can really see it. I mean, that even from the moment of that pop-up, everything he did just then to get that out was so calculated. And this is why a lot of the time they won their series in the last weekend that we saw them. And, you know, Lev really needs to be focusing on trying to get those kind of plays out. It's what he does best. You need to use your advantages as well as you can, particularly in a series that is so close, in a series that has such skilled players against you as well. Pistachio going to put that one up. They are under threat again. Whale doesn't turn on that quite fast enough. It wasn't a well-predictable thing that missed there. Lapine will actually get demoed away from the Ghost defense there as well. Brando gets it past Lev. Really good control there, actually. That eliminating the challenge from Lev completely as Pistachio gets it back downfield again. Whale missing. Champ sets it up, but Whale just in time. They keep getting away with this.
And most of it's coming from Whale. He's been huge in defense, and he's been huge in offense as well. He gets a demo, but won't mean too much here. Lev now back into his prime real estate, but Lapine able to just get the save. Sharpen follows through, but Lapine already back in a position to save here. 10 seconds remaining. Lev, does he have a shot? And it will be blocked off. Lapine once again doing some good work in defense here. Brando, can he find a buzzer beater here? Can he replicate what Lev did in game number 2? Oh, so close, but unfortunately unable to keep it up. And once again, we go back into overtime here. Well, with the opening kickoff going all right for him. Brando follows through. Can this go in? No, it won't. Lev will be credited with the save there.
But again, you see the heads on the shoulders of the YVG Spuds. Even in the dying moment of that, the drop down looking for a teammate to try and get that more reliable shot. He could have just tried to shoot on target, but it was an incredibly smart play to go down there. Unfortunately, reached ground just too soon, but definitely a better option. I think the chances of actually sinking that were quite low there. A good pass out by Whale. Brando just too far forward for that, though. The targeting not quite perfect. Oshamp will get this downfield. Now Macleans has the opportunity to once again eliminate this in overtime. They beat Lev this time, though. Lev, can he do it again? He's been the beater in these overtimes every single time so far. Whale gets way to their backboard as Lev takes control. Lev demoed away. Good opportunity, but Lapine can't get the flick before Pistachio's there. Brando trying to take back control, but Lev is available. Good control gotten back there actually by Brando. In the long run, it's just high. Lev with the miss. Lapine sends it under and they take a game. We're going to game 5.
Game 5 confirmed there, and that was a huge team effort from YVG. Everyone throwing what they could at that game. Well, massive in defense and with some very aggressive plays. Brando, a huge performance in third man, and then Lapine getting the goals, getting this game win. And with that, game 5. The first time we've seen that in a very, very long time here at Meta.
Yeah, I mean, it's first time we've even seen 4, to be fair. So
yeah,
yeah. I
mean, thinking towards last year as well. But anyway,
yeah, you've got to talk about Lapine at this stage. I mean, you said Lapine was lifting from the last weekend that we saw him. What an enormous performance out of him then, doing just about everything on field right and finishing the plays himself as well. Whale has been the man to talk about most of the time, but Lapine is just stepping up right now.
Yeah, Lapine has really, really gone huge this series, and especially after, what was it, a little bit of a disappointing showing from him in the top 6 stage. This is absolutely lovely to see from the young man. So let's see if he can keep it up, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's time. Game number 5. The teams are all on their respective sides. Macleans still on the blue, YVG still on the orange. This is winner takes all now here, Gex. Winner goes ahead in the round robin for the top 4. Top 2 into the grand final. And game 5, the decider of this series, is underway.
And it's already going to be a shot for Oshamp. Straight off the bat. Gets the pinch off the ground. A little bit of an assist from the man trying to get down to defense there. Lapine just misread it. But goes to Oshamp, and a 90k an hour shot will put it away only a few seconds into this match.
Yeah, a few seconds there. Very, very strong start there for Macleans. Well, let's see what YVG can now do here in response. They are going to be back in defense a little early on here as Brando looks for a clear out. Lev keeps it locked in for the moment. Lepine just having to get back to terra firma here. Nice control there from Lev, but the ball will just be a touch too high for the goal this time around. Brando looking for something out wide. Won't be able to, so he just crosses the face of the net there. Lepine eventually able to get the clear. Whale with an opportunity here, Pistachio. Last man there, well, unable to get the touch. And well, that was actually not a bad redirect there from Brando. Puts it on target a little bit, but the ball was eventually cleared out. Led immediately back onto the attack here for Macleans. A Sharpen bails out of that play. Brando with the clear out here. Pistachio drops it down, but that might not be the best call here. Lepine gets it to Wales, shoots, but a Sharpen saves.
Another good challenge there to get that away as a pass, though. Brando wins another. It goes to the corner, but Lepine is waiting. Zero boost. Can he center it? Not quite. Brando goes for another challenge as Whale gets back to the midfield. Everybody out of boost right now. Lepine will have to be the one to turn. Doesn't go particularly well, but Whale can clear it away. The coverage here by the teammates. A shot from Oshan, stepping up to the plate and delivering where it's needed. Not only is Macleans up for the first time in a game, for the first time, they're now up by 2.
Yeah, Maclean's in the lead are very, very scary. So this could be fairly hard now for YVG to come back from. But from what we've seen from so far today, there is definitely a real possibility of the comeback happening here in game number 5 as a Sharpen, who has lifted in this last game of the series so far, already converted 2 goals. Looks so clear. I won't be able to do it cleanly enough. Lepine will be interrupted there by Lev, I believe. Yes, it was left, but Brando now follows through. Wow, not really in position. Brando looks for a bump. Everyone's just leaving the ball. Eventually, Pistachio with a clear assault. Lev eventually finishes it off. Brando, no boost, no chance to save that. Lev gets the third for Macleans, and this is not looking too good now for the Victorians.
And being that this is the first match of this series, Macleans got up first. It was already going to be a tougher match for the Spuds, but now 3-0, this is starting to seem insurmountable. Normally that 3-goal lead spells the death of these teams, but I can't see Spuds letting go of this now. They're going to push themselves to the limit right now. Beaten away by Pistachio, though, as Lev tries to get this back to a teammate. The back pass isn't available. A demo on Oshamp. Shot is available. It's pushed away by Lev in that cloud of smoke, and they are safe for at least a moment as Whale comes back in, but it will be cleared away. Finally, a 50 going fairly well for Macleans as they start to push this out once again.
We talk so much about Lev being so good on attack, but his defense has been really good this series. He has saved a lot of impressive goals. He has done a lot of crazy stuff in the back third. This just goes to show why this man is an SSL and why so dominant as he goes to the forward play. He bumps out Lepine, and yeah, that just proves my point even more. This man is just on fire, and in that once opportunity, he just absolutely dominates.
Yeah,
just
I don't
look at
think
his pass
Lepine...
positioning, man. That's just...
Yeah. He knew what he was going for as soon as he made that last touch. He was trying to get in front of it for that bump, but I don't think Lepine was going to be able to make it regardless. Just a bit of a poor rotation finally out of the Spuds, which hasn't been a theme for them by any means. They've been doing pretty well on that front, and finally it lets up on the game that matters most, the final game in this best of 5, and it's getting away from them in a big way, finally blowing away. Oshamp stepping up to let Lev shine as well as the team really comes through now. Lepine finally trying to get this center with the help of Brando, but Whale not going to be able to make use of that as very tough to read play, but it will get centered. Brando can put one back. A minute 27 is enough time to bring this back, but they have to be perfect from here on out.
They would pretty much need the power of a dragon here, really, to come back here. Well, Brando does have a profile picture of one, but I don't... Look, it was open there. I was going to go for it. Guess what I watched this morning? Anyways, wow, looks like a quick second goal there. And look at that. Just like that. The gap's close down to 2 here. This could be an opportunity here for YVG, Gex.
And Lev missing an opportunity to save there as well. He absolutely had the beat, but incredible speed there to finish that. And yeah, like you said, closing us up very quickly. More than enough time now for 2 goals. But they still cannot let anything in if they want to push this back before that 0-second timer. Lapine getting us out to the corner at the very least here, but still possession by Macleans. Lev will continue it down to that backboard. Brando pinches it out. Lapine tries to control, but goes straight to Pistachio. An open net opportunity. Oshamp should be able to set this one up. It goes to Lev, comes off the backboard. Lapine is there, gets touched down by Pistachio. The cross net there will not go to anybody. Defense can take it slow. 0 boost on Brando. He won't be able to get this back to center. Lapine in a dangerous position here. He realized that and turned back for a moment. Grabbed what he needed and got on that ball. No! Bad decisions, Brando! Letting it fall apart in the last moments of this 31 seconds as possibly the securing goal of this match gets put away by Pistachio, and now everybody in Macleans has a goal.
Yeah, Pistachio was just in his blind spot. Brando had no idea he was there. He was probably on ball cam, and that is just unfortunately put the nail in the coffin here for YVG in this series. They still have a few more chances to make it through into the grand final. Remember, this is now a round robin. I believe it's single round robin as well, so they've got 2 more games to play against, I believe, the Red Barons and Caringbah from SA and New South Wales respectively. But for now, they've put up a very, very good fight here. But the might of Aotearoa will win out here. Macleans will defeat YVG 3-2 in the series and 5-2 in the final. Okay.
But far out, YVG really shocked me. I mean, they stepped up. The SPUDS, I mean, I said that I was looking for one game out of them. I said I was looking to see that improvement, to see that practice really paying off. And it just did. I mean, YVG SPUDS were contesters for this series at every point, but Macleans, New Zealand showing up as always, really stuck it to them at the end there. A huge lead at the beginning, almost brought back, but they held on well, and Macleans have proven why they deserve to be here, not just in 1 series, but 2 now. And the man to lead them, as always, Lev, sitting on top of that leaderboard with 533 points and 2 goals there as well. But, I mean, there's just so much to talk about across the board for these players.
Indeed. I mean, yeah, this was a very thrilling series here. YVG, as we've already said a fair few times, have really lifted from what we saw here. And, well, especially from someone like Lapine, who, as I've said before, I was a little bit disappointed in last time we saw him in the top 6. This was absolutely huge from him there. Like, if Lapine was the victor, he probably is MVP without a shadow of a doubt. But alas,
Absolutely.
Game 5 didn't go their way, so we choose an MVP from the other side of Maclean. And, well, isn't it obvious? Isn't it always obvious with Maclean? I mean, it was a good Game 5 from a Sharpen, but Lev has absolutely dominated the series yet again for his side. He's really showing out his 1 skills, and we saw a lot of his good defensive skills as well. So, for that all-around performance, has to be MVP.
Yeah, and I think that's really going to summarize why he was the choice here, was that defensive showcase this time around as well. I mean, he still was able to finish shots, don't get me wrong, but he wasn't upfield the entire time like we saw him last time, and he was needed in defense. I mean, so many of those saves were crucial to the games that Macleans won. I mean, very, very close games until that last one in general, many of them going to overtime, and it was always Lev stepping up in those really do or die moments. So yeah, you've got to give it to Lev again. It wasn't really a doubt that he would take many MVPs in this entire competition, but he's earned it over and over again, and today is no different.
Yeah, the SSL performing out of his mind yet again to get his team over the line. He picked up the MVP, and Macleans, well, they are in a very good spot to look forward to the grand final. But for us, no other games for us tonight. Quite shocking, I know. That was our only game, unfortunately. So
some scheduling issues, yeah.
Yeah, that and as you may guess, stuff like that unfortunately happens. So yeah, that's our only game for this weekend. We will hopefully have some more before the grand finals. We will keep you updated on that. So have a look at the Meta HSE's socials for that sort of information. You can also follow myself at Chris the Average or Gex at Gex01 underscore, if I'm not mistaken, or is there no underscoring on
Underscore
Twitter?
Gex01. Yeah.
No underscore. Okay, sweet. So you've heard it from the man. Go follow us for some updates on Meta. But what we can tell you for sure is we will have the grand final probably on the main channel when that eventually comes around in a couple of weeks' time. But until the next time we see you, I've been Chris the Average, joined by Gex. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely rest of your weekend. Bye for now.